It's so difficult to come across a good traditional keto lamb recipe. You might be new to the world of koftas, and this recipe is the perfect introduction to this Middle Eastern classic. My name is Neil, I'm the test kitchen manager for Haven's Kitchen Sauces, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a keto lamb kofta with turmeric tzatziki. Everything in this recipe is almost like a perfect marriage for each other. Cumin, lamb, and mint. It's one of those matches made in heaven. It's like vanilla and peaches, mushrooms and thyme, tomato and basil. And again, this recipe is just an absolute firecracker in your mouth. The way I like to do this recipe is with really good quality lamb mince, but you could obviously use any protein of your choice. You could use beef, you could use pork, you could use chicken, turkey. The possibilities are absolutely endless. I have cucumbers with me. Traditionally, a tzatziki would use a cucumber and I wouldn't swap it out for anything else. I have mint, you can definitely use cilantro, dill, any herb of your choice. I have yogurt, you can definitely use creme fraiche or anything else that falls in the same category, but traditional tzatziki would use yogurt. I have garlic powder, you can definitely substitute that for fresh garlic. I just feel it's not necessary because our turmeric tahini has the garlic in it. I'm using ground cumin, completely up to you if you want to add ground coriander, if you want to add any other spice of your choice. Salt, lemon, and again, I'm going to talk about this because I just feel that the flavors of this are so good. It's got the sumac and it's just got every of those flavors that really hit the note of a good Middle Eastern sauce. And it's going to go really well with our lamb. And what you're going to see is that instead of adding any sort of egg or anything to bind the mince together, the turmeric tahini is going to bind that mince together and hold it together when it goes onto the skewer. You know where to find these sauces, but just to remind you again, it's on the havenskitchen.com, which is our website, and you can use the store locator on the website to see where these sauces are available near you. So before I start with anything, and this is something I did about half an hour before I started this recipe, is I have my skewers soaking in some water. And the reason for that is if I don't soak these are going to go on that hot grill pan and they're going to start to burn. And no one likes the taste of ash in their food. I'm just going to add very little to this right now. I don't want to add too much because if I add too much, it's going to get all really loose and it's not going to skewer onto the skewers. So very little, just essentially for the color and for it to bind. That should be more than enough. Add salt. I'm just going to add a little bit of chopped mint also to my ground mixture to add that burst of green and to change the pop of color of the mince. So before I start skewering on my mince to the skewers, I'm going to turn on my grill pan. It's absolutely essential that I get it super hot. One, because I really want a good sear on the koftas, and second, it's a cast iron grill pan, so it's going to hold the heat, and I really want a good sear on the meat when I put it in. So this is when it starts to get super interesting. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure your hands are really nice and wet. You want to take a generous ball of the meat and literally skewer it on with your left hand. Take some more. Kind of shape it, what you can do is you just let them rest. Amazing. So my koftas are ready. My grill is hot. I'm just gonna put a glug of oil in the pan. Let them sear for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, flip them, and while that's cooking, I'm going to quickly prepare my turmeric tzatziki.
What's your head meal?
What I like to do is I really like to squeeze out as much of the liquid as I can from the cucumber. This way, when I add it to the yogurt, my yogurt sauce is not going to get too watery. Pick it up. That's more than enough. You don't need to put it in any sort of paper towel or any sort of kitchen cloth. Your hands and the force from your fist is more than enough to get all that excess liquid out. Just gonna add it to my yogurt. Lemon juice. I'm gonna add about quarter pouch of our sauce. So my koftas are ready, my sauce is ready, and the way I like to plate this is really make a nice bed of the sauce. Spoon it all over, put my koftas, garnish with some more chopped mint, and that's it. This looks and smells so great. The best part about this recipe, or just cooking lamb, is that when you cook lamb, everyone knows that you're cooking with lamb. It's because the smell, the aroma of lamb literally fills the entire space. I love the presentation, as I said earlier also. It's so simple and fuss-free. Rather than having a bowl and then dunking your koftas in that, I just like to have like a nice bed of the sauce. This way I can literally pull up my skewer. I've already got the sauce on it, but I can pull chunks out and make a great meal out of this. If you like this recipe and if you want to try it too, the link for the recipe is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Neil. I'm the test kitchen manager for Haven's Kitchen Sauces, and stay tuned for all our future videos.